Hey everybody, I'm Dan Joseph with the Media Research Center. It is a cold, blustery day here in Washington, D.C. There's snow on the ground, and yet, today for the March for Life, there are thousands of people here in the National Mall marching for the unborn. I'm going to go talk to some young people here today and find out why they brave the cold for life. Obviously, the other side has really engaged in a full frontal assault, saying that those who are pro-life, those who are in favor of the sanctity of life, are engaged in a war on women. Now, as a woman yourself, how do you respond to that? What do you think about that?
I think that that's kind of absurd.
How do you feel if somebody tells you that you're engaged in a war on women? How do you respond to that?
I am fighting for life. I am fighting for the preborn children that can't speak up for themselves.
I don't think we're traitors. I think we're just trying to respect life and stand up for life and what we believe.
I would say I'm not engaged in a war on women. I'm engaged in fighting for the right for this unborn child who doesn't have the voice to speak out for himself.
There are tons of young people out there.
Yep.
Fully young people,
Yep.
High school students, college students. Why is this an issue, and why is this a march that appeals to young people so heavily?
This is the greatest human rights movement of our day, and young people are passionate about injustice, and this matters because the dismemberment, the poisoning, the killing of the child in the womb makes us upset.
Well, I mean, Amanda's coming here earlier yelling at us to go home, like telling us to get out of here, but we're here for a reason. We're here to raise awareness. This is a serious issue, and we want people to know that not everyone is for it, even if it seems like it's okay. It's not.
A lot of people on the other side say you're engaged in a war on them, and they've used that a lot recently. How do you respond to that accusation?
I don't think it's a war on women. I think it's a war for babies, and a lot of those babies that are killed are going to be women someday.
It has the ability to become a full-fledged human being and a functioning part of society.
I would just say I'm really happy that my parents chose to keep me. So that's something to put in perspective.
We're trying to reserve the sanctity of life for children who are women also.
Well, if they come at me with like, oh, this is a women's rights thing, I would say, yeah, it is women's rights. You are a woman and it is your body, but you have to take in consideration there's another body inside of you, and it's not just your body that you're dealing with.
Why do you think so many young people are pro-choice? I mean, why do you think young people still support abortion rights?
I think it's the easy way out.
Easy way out. Interesting. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Well, it's just back to what she was saying about owning up to your actions. And just some people, they have their own struggles in life, and so that's what they turn to. And instead of turning towards love and commitment and choosing the right thing and following God's way for their life, they take the easy way out and what the world promotes about having abortions.
Do you think the pro-life advocates are winning the war or losing this war when it comes to the fight for life and the fight to stop abortion in the United States?
At this point, I don't know. I mean, it looks, from what I've heard, it seems like the pro-life advocates are losing, but we're just going to keep fighting.
You're going to lose every shot you don't take. So if we don't engage the war on women rhetoric and talk about what is really the war on women, what's happening to women when they walk into an abortion clinic, feeling powerless, not powerful. I mean, this whole system is rigged against women.
There is a war on women.
Okay, explain that to me.
It's a war on women in the opposite of what you hear from the other side. They're talking about they want to, have the freedom with their bodies, but what's true freedom? It's not having what I want to be able to do when I want to do it. I mean, that's not freedom and love.
You said you were the fourth of 19?
Yes, sir.
What's it like growing up with 18 brothers and sisters?
It's really exciting. And
I'm sure it's exciting.
Never a dull moment, and always something going on, always somebody to do something with.
The majority of Americans still support Roe versus Wade.
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
I think that is because they are unsure about when children are actually children. If it has a heartbeat, it is living. If it's growing, it's living. That's really what it comes down to, is when you decide when life starts, and life starts from natural conception.